one of the more complete games that you'll find from the Chicago Bears this season.
I thought it was a dominant performance defensively, had great moments offensively. I thought the biggest play of the day for me on the offensive side of the football was the recognition on the offside on 3rd and 13. Justin saw it, and he looked to his left. If you watch the replay, he looks quickly to his left. I got single coverage on DJ Moore. Here we go. Oh, free play. Bam. And he hit him with a laser beam. Touchdown. That was the football game right there. That was growth. That was recognition. That was making a play. And that was delivering the football on time and on target. That was a great play. And the Bears got a victory. It's a good day, man. You got to tip your cap, most importantly, to Matt Eberflus.
Yeah.
Because 6, 7, 8 weeks ago, he's the guy on every show here, first coach to be fired, Eberflus. He's a walking dead man.
Yeah.
He has never wavered in his, I believe in my guys. We're going to keep going to work. And give him a lot of credit. Give Justin a lot of credit. And by the way, I thought Montez Sweat looked pretty awesome. So, Mike Lombardi, when you wake up this morning, try and make this the first day you try to think like an intelligent human being about this instead of being another dumb take.
There's no question about that. Let's key in on that one play you just talked about.
Yep.
Okay, so that play is very interesting to me because more times than not, it never ends up the way it did in a touchdown. It doesn't. So 4th down, and usually in that scenario, you see wide receivers flying up the line, tight ends flying up the line because they're trying to get the opposition off sides. And I'm thinking, are you talking
about the 3rd and 13 play?
What you're just talking about, the touchdown for DJ Moore.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, Cap, that in that scenario, you usually see wide receivers or tight ends flying up the line. Okay, they're not going to really snap the ball. They're trying to get them off sides. The reason why that the Lions lost the game is because of them being undisciplined.
Correct.
That's why they lost the game.
That is correct.
The idea that you jump on that play, it's Justin Fields back there, man. And you think, okay, they're not going to, here's a play here in which if we just stay disciplined, we're not going to jump. They jump. And the recognition for Justin Fields to be able to get that ball to DJ Moore for the touchdown, usually maybe you're dirting that play. Maybe you're just playing for the penalty. No, for him to be able to find and recognize DJ Moore wide open for the touchdown was amazing to me. Because usually it doesn't happen that way.
Correct.
And it did. And it just shows you how fortunate and how skillful the Bears were on both sides of the football, especially that play. I underline that play as wow. That's a wow play, a splash play for the Bears.
And I was ticked off at halftime. I'll be honest with you. As soon as it went to half, I flipped right over to listen to Sylvie's halftime.
Yeah.
And DJ Moore at that point had 0 targets. 0. The callers were incensed. You're losing at the half? You had a 10-0 lead. DJ Moore doesn't get targeted one time? What are we doing here? And guess what? That play to DJ Moore changes the game. The Bears take the lead. And then Fields with a dynamic play to run for a touchdown. But the whole second half, look, the offense did what they had to do. They won. The defense was incredible. Montez Sweat is a game wrecker. Game wrecker. And for anyone who looks back at that trade to have thought, I wouldn't make this trade, it's not smart. Are you crazy? That guy, and he talked after the game about how important Eberflus is and how they play together. He said, I didn't have this in Washington. It's just really, really impressive to see how good that defense is becoming. Can you imagine another year in the system and another year of draft and free agency? They got to address center. They will. They have a chance here to take a big step next year. Big.
The thoughts from Montez Sweat?
Not at all. I mean, it wasn't the case where I came from. It was, you know what I'm saying, it was kind of like just waiting on the season and kind of. But, here it's like every week, it's a new challenge, and people want to play for the man beside them, man. That's what I'm here for. Coach Flus is a great coach, bro. He keeps us motivated. I never seen a head coach run the team and call defensive plays, so that's new for me, but a lot of respect for him as a coach.
It's interesting, Cap. It's interesting when you think about Montez Sweat. Montez Sweat is saying this about Matt Eberflus, saying how he's a great coach. And I kind of think that when you are a defensive coordinator, it's really about meat and potatoes, right? When it comes to the offense, offensive coaches have all these crazy designs and all these things that they want you to do. It's supposed to be, you're supposed to be a Mensa member to understand all these voluminous plays, all this big book. But for a defense, Eberflus probably talks to them like Toledo, Ohio, just straight ahead, just like, hey, man, we want you to be able to do this, and we're going to get you in a position to succeed. All right, coach. Because it's not like Eberflus is telling you, yeah, you got to be able to do all these things. It's all complicated. The way Eberflus comes across is like meat and potatoes.
Correct.
And I think the defense resonates with that.
100%. And it's funny, when you win, all of a sudden, people are like, wow, the defense looks great. Great. But 5 weeks ago, I can't believe we run this outdated cover 2. And we have Lance in here, who'll be in here at 9:18 today in studio. And Lance said, it's not, you guys have no idea what you're talking about. You can win with that defense. You got to execute it properly. Now we don't hear anybody calling and go, oh, the defense is outdated. No, the defense is not outdated. The defense got more talent. The defense has a guy in Montez Sweat, who is a game wrecker. You would never have been able to find a guy like that in the second round of the draft. So having him blow up offensive linemen, allowing Justin Jones and Jervon Dexter and Yannick Ngakoue to wreak havoc in the backfield, and then you have an elite defensive back end. Jalen Johnson's playing at a Pro Bowl level. He's going to get paid. He's going to be here. Kyler Gordon, Jaquan Brisker. All of a sudden, we don't hear so many people going, can't believe we took 2 defensive backs in the first draft that Poles had. Now those guys are 2 years in. They look pretty good.
For 2 months, the Bears defense has been stellar, Cap.
Yes.
And credit to Matt Eberflus and the players for standing out and really being a stalwart for this team. We have talked so much about Justin Fields and the offense ad nauseum, but give credit to those guys being able to get after Goff and take him down on third down, getting Detroit off the field. I really enjoy that. The one thing I've been talking about since the summer is saying, Cap, we got to get a pass rush. Cap, we got to get to the quarterback. And, last year people were rolling their eyes at me saying, why are you so hard on the defense? And I said, because the way it works for the Chicago Bears, it's about running the football and playing strong defense. And every week, the defense is getting better and better. And again, Alan Williams aside, Eberflus takes over the play calling, and things have worked out so well. The last 2 months, the Bears defense has carried the load. It really has. This is the best balance we've seen from the Bears in a long time, offense and defense. And so when you shut out a team like the Lions are a real-ass contender in the NFC. When you shut them out in the second half, that's exactly what you're looking for if you're a Bears fan. It just shows you the growth. That's all we've been asking for, man. Growth. And we see growth with this football team. We saw it on the defensive side first, but then offensively, Justin Fields, man, not only utilizing his legs, but also throwing for first downs. I like what I saw there. And again, what you want is consistency. Moving forward. That's all you're looking for.
And now you got 4 games left. You do not have to make any determinations about anything today. There's no deadlines here. We got to announce the coach today. We got to announce what we're doing at quarterback. No. Let this play out. It's trending in a great direction. Justin was excellent yesterday.
You were talking about the great Mike Lombardi. You were talking about him, right?
Correct.
VSiN is now a football expert. In quotes.
In quotes.
There he was on Pat McAfee. I'll never forget, Cap. You'll never forget the criticism of Ryan Poles of picking up Montez Sweat.
Money talks. You put enough money in front of a player, and you're going to get the guy. You're going to get the guy. This is not like it doesn't because he likes our campus. Okay. Oh, we got a nice campus. Look, we feed you. We cook. No. How much coin am I getting? And if you outbid somebody, you're going to get them. That's been proven over time. So, like, enough with this. I think that was the dumbest trade you could possibly make.
Yeah.
Michael Lombardi lasted 1 year as a GM and is not even in the league. He works for a gambling channel. I said this to you a few weeks ago. I would hope that he wakes up this morning and goes, God, I sounded stupid. We've all been there, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've all been there. So yesterday, he retweets every day something called the Daily Coach. The Daily Coach are these mantras that people live by.
Yeah.
Attack your day. Be positive. Do this. Here's what he had the ridiculousness to tweet yesterday. At some point, you just have to let go of what you thought should happen and live in what is happening. I saw that. So I retweeted it. And I said, Montez Sweat agrees. Take that. He didn't respond. Of course he didn't respond. Look, there is no scenario that they were not extending that guy. You watched our defense the last few weeks, and especially yesterday. Montez Sweat is making a huge impact on this football team. Huge. In the room, veteran leader. He's a hell of a football player. He knocked this pass down. He got 2 quarterback hits there. He gets a sack there. This guy's wreaking havoc out there, and Mike Lombardi's working on a gambling channel. We're all stupider for listening to him.
Damn.
Ryan Poles, hats off, man. Great trade.
Well, I guess the bottom line is like in anything else, is that you have to wait for things to play out. You could just shoot from the hip and say, oh, that's a bad deal. But you had to wait to find out if Poles was going to sign him, which we know was going to be the case. You weren't going to just trade for Montez Sweat on a flyer and not have the contract ready on the other side. You had to wait for that. But again, he didn't wait. He just said on the surface, that's a bad deal because Montez Sweat can walk at the end of the season. Well, he wasn't going to walk. He wasn't going to walk. At least wait at least 72 hours to see whether or not that Ryan Poles is going to sign him to a long-term deal, which he did. 4-year contract, correct?
Correct. So I was told this weekend by someone who would know. This is not just some media person out there. It's Clutch Sports is who represents him.
Yeah.
Rich Paul and his company. They have LeBron. They have Zach LaVine. They were told before they made the trade, the Rashawn Gary contract, we want to beat it by whatever, $1, $1 million, whatever it is. And that's exactly what happened. Rashawn Gary's deal got done. And a week later, Montez Sweat was signed with the Bears. They knew what it would cost and had already talked to them before the trade. Come on now. Ryan's not stupid here.
Well, that's what Lombardi feels. He feels like he was going to get fleeced in the trade and that Montez Sweat would leave at the end of the season. But the point is, though, he's wrong and the Bears are right for having someone that's a stud there to be able to help this defense moving forward.
And think about the impact he's having on that team. It's a great day today, man. Victory Monday all day on the station. The defense looks phenomenal. The offense did what they had to do, and they're playing together. This is a good day.